Christmas, 1945. A long, long time ago, when Grandpa was a little boy, we lived on the farm near Maroa. Our farm was a plain dirt farm with 80 acres. We had cows and hogs and chickens and a team of horses. Tommy and I worked helping with many things on the farm. But in the year 1945, I was just 10 years old. I remember this Christmas for several reasons. One was the present Tommy and I received, and the other is how it all came about. It was a cold day that Christmas morning without any snow. After the chores were done, that is, milking the cows, we only had 2 at that time, and feeding the pigs, and having breakfast, we opened the few presents which were placed under the tree. I cannot specifically remember what I got, but probably a shirt and some underwear and socks, and possibly some notebook paper for school. There was also a note in an envelope addressed to Tommy and Stanley under the tree. It said to go and look behind the machine shed. There was a little lean-to type of shed attached to the back of that small machine shed. We got on our coats and all 4 of us went out to the shed. There was a horse. She looked a bit like the horse in the picture. She was white with gray cast all over. And to me she seemed big, and I was somewhat afraid of her. I do not even remember her name. There was a bridle and a saddle in the machine shed that went with her. It was a used Western-type saddle with the horn in the front. Daddy took the saddle and had difficulty getting her to stand still while putting it on her, but as I remember, she was not ridden that day. As the winter passed and spring came, we had still not been able to ride the horse. We had a neighbor who heard about our horse. He said he could ride any horse, and he would be glad to tame her. Well, he came one day and put the saddle on her and got on. The horse bucked up, and he fell off. After a few more tries, he decided he had other things to do. And fortunately, he did not get hurt physically. To my knowledge, we never did ride that horse. Tommy and I were strong for our age, although we were small. We had ridden the work horses, but had never ridden a saddle horse. My father had ridden a horse many times. He even had a job once as a supervisor at a large dairy in Wisconsin, in which he rode a horse as part of his job to check out some of the problems. This picture above is of him and was taken around 1920. I am sure he got the horse wishing for us to learn how to ride and to have many hours of enjoyment. This was a Christmas present that didn't work out so well. Besides not being able to ride the horse, she had to be fed and otherwise cared for. Later that year, our father sold her. I don't know to whom she was sold or the rest of the horse story. But anyway, Merry Christmas.